Hey everyone, and welcome to Grow Alabama. My name is Adam. I'm the sous chef down here and the head packer. I'd like to take you a minute. I've just gotten everything in from the field today into my warehouse. I've put together your delivery menu for the week, and it's one of my favorites so far. I always love our box, but this week I have a few things that are just really close to my heart that I really enjoy cooking with, and a lot of variety in this week's box, so I really want to take a minute and walk you through it and show you what I have for you. And the first thing that I had just come in this afternoon, it's Monday at about 4 o'clock down here at the warehouse, and we're shooting after all the produce has come in today. And the corn that we have coming in is just some of the sweetest I've ever had. Very fresh, just was picked today. And it's the bicolor variety, as you can see. Works great, very sweet corn. Don't overcook this. Don't cook it a long time. I don't want you to do that, guys. This corn is perfectly okay and safe to eat raw. Give it a little rinse. There's no chemicals on this corn. The bugs are on it. So what you want to do is just, wash it. But out past that, it's fine to eat raw. I encourage you to heat it up only just enough, maybe to melt some butter. You don't want to overcook it. It'll work great for creamed corn, but you don't have to cook that very long either. But just heat it up. It's fine. It's wonderful raw. I love the fresh corn that we're getting. It's very sweet, some of the sweetest I've ever had. So that's our lovely corn that's coming in. And I have a new squash variety to show you about this week. This is called a Zephyr squash. Now this squash will have all the same characteristics as the crookneck squash that you've always had. The only difference here, folks, is when we eat, we want to add some color. And this is a bicolor variety. It's got green and yellow on it. It's going to look good on your plate. But you'll see that the inside, the seed structure, same as the crookneck. Nothing different here. Stew it with onions. Cook it however you like it. It cooks just the same as a crookneck. Great for casserole. But the main thing, too, is get into having a little color variety, too, on your plate. And don't want to look at the same 3 colors every day. Want to change it up a little bit. So we've got some nice-looking Zephyr squash in for you. A very multicolored style of squash variety. And I don't like to send you anything large in your boxes. What I want to do for you is get you the nice, small, tender-sized squash. So we have that for you. And it's got a good color and a nice variety. The Zephyr I'm not familiar with, but the great thing about it is you don't have to be. It cooks just like your crookneck. There's nothing different about it except it's going to look good on your plate. And they'll also have a few of these patty pans mixed in with it. Just a little 1-ball patty pan coming in as well. So that's your Zephyr squash variety and your patty pan coming in. Guys, one of my favorite things about living in the South are fresh butter beans. And we've got some beautiful ones. Now, the main characteristics on these beans that I want to get into, we've already done the work for you guys. They're shelled, they're cleaned, they're in a bag, they're ready to go. When you get them home, they're a beautiful speckle color. You've got browns, you've got greens, you've got all kind of different color variety in your speckle butter beans. They're pre-shelled for you, so you don't have to do any work, and you can cook them immediately when you receive them. Beautiful fresh butter beans. Just got these in today and got them all shelled out for you and cleaned. Really happy with the speckled butter beans. And I like all butter beans, but speckles in particular are my favorite, and they cook just as well as a traditional lima or baby lima. Okra is also coming in. I love okra. Now, one thing about okra, guys, and I've kind of talked with a lot of chefs on this, I personally am not a big fan of washing my okra unless I'm going to use it in a stew application. But I know what a lot of you folks are going to do is you're going to go home and you're going to want to take it and you're going to want to fry it. Now, there's no chemicals on any of our vegetables, but one thing that I encourage that you do is if you wash it and you intend to fry it, okra has a lot of water content. So what you want to do is make sure it's patted real dry or put it in the salad spinner when you get it home to get all the excess liquid off of it. Because if you take this and immediately go into hot oil with it, it's going to pop and somebody's going to have some trouble with their fried okra. It's not going to fry just correctly. So just make sure before you try to bread it that you dry it up really well. It's a beautiful condition okra. Nothing too big, nothing too stringy about it. But I love the fried okra, and I know everybody loves it too. So either straight down stew with tomatoes, okra and tomato, a very traditional Cajun recipe. I'm personally going to take mine home and fry it tonight because that's how I like it best. Cucumbers are in again. English style cucumber, back again. I made pickles with it last week and I love it. Now if you're doing bread and butter pickles, add sugar, or even better, do what I do, and that's add honey. and hot chilies to your pickle brine, and you'll get a really nice sweet bread and butter. You can also do kosher with garlic, but these cucumbers don't really have a lot of seeds. The seeds aren't very big, and what I like about them most is because of that fact that they're not very big, and they pickle very well. Fresh blackberries are also coming in. Just came into season with fresh blackberries. Now folks, these did not come from the farm in this container. I went out today and I bought you a ventilated pint container to put your blackberries in. Now that's going to keep them, you know, they are fragile, so that's going to keep them okay until they get to you. What I want you to do when you get them home is to not remove them from that packaging at all. They're cut with these holes so they're ventilated. What I'd like you to do is just rinse them under some nice cold water, let them sit dry and put them in your fridge, but leave them in this package the whole time. That's your security to nice, intact blackberries. They're beautiful, fresh, great for, you can make preserves out of them, or you could just eat them straight up, which is what I plan to do with them. Make a pie, whatever you like. But the blackberries are very nice, very sweet, and very fresh. We're going to have 2 different kinds of tomatoes in your box this week. We're going to do a Roma variety for you here, which you see, which everybody likes for their little salad tomatoes down here. And then some of our larger size tomatoes, guys. We're going to have a few red ones, going to have a few green ones. Thanks to Chef Bob, you know, we already know what we want to do with them. We can cook them red, we can cook them green, whatever we like to do. I'm going to give you the larger size tomatoes to fry, and then you'll have the small ones here to use for salads. Beautiful color. Love the nice red Roma tomatoes. Work great in salads. Love them. Really good. One of my favorites personally. The Romas will work really great for your red tomatoes for sandwiches and salads, and then you'll have some green ones in your box so you can fry. So you got the best of both worlds. You got a little red, you got a little green. Make everybody happy. You can do with what you want, and you got plenty of tomatoes. We'll make sure you have plenty of tomato in your box this week. Green peppers coming in again this week. Love them. They're very nice and crisp. They're coming all the way into season right now. It's getting nice and hot, and it's just sucking the peppers right off the vine. So our bell peppers are doing very, very well for us, and we're going to continue to run those. And the Starburst, the Starflower melon, back again. One of my favorite melon varieties. So sweet, this little melon. The reason why they are sweet is because they're so small, folks. So guys, the most important thing about your melons, they, you know, don't have any less seeds necessarily, but they are very sweet, have a lovely pink color to them, and very small with very little rind, so you get more meat for your money there. Guys, that's everything for you in the box this week. I think we've got a nice variety. We've got two fruits, several different vegetables. You've got your speckled butter beans. You've got everything you need to prepare some nice meals this week. Now, what we can do for you is check out Chef Bob coming up now in the Farm Nouveau catering segment. And what he's going to do for you is do a cooking demonstration with your okra, show you how to do succotash. We're going to do grilled okra with onions. So keep in mind that you can always check with Chef Bob, get you some ideas. If there's anything that's ever sent to you in your box that you feel is less than perfect, please don't hesitate to email me, guys. I haven't heard from any of my customers yet, and I challenge you to do that. Please email me at adam@growalabama.com. Let me know what you think of your service. We want to continue to provide the best service for you. That's all in the delivery menu this week. Come back and see me again next week, and thank you very much.